grief, no shame, no dishonor we have not lived through. And now, have you heard Creon's new decree?
I've heard nothing. Only that 2 sisters lost 2 brothers. 2 deaths in a single hour.
That's why I had to speak to you. There's something you must do.
Why do you speak so strangely?
Listen, our brother, Oedicles, is buried. Creon gave him a soldier's tomb with the honor he deserved. But our brother, Polynices, who fought as bravely, they say Creon will allow him no funeral. No one will bury him. No one will grieve. His body will lie in the fields, food for scavenging birds. And if anyone tries to cover the body, the penalty will be death. There it is. Now you can prove you are a true sister.
Me? Are you crazy? What can I do?
I'm going to bury him. I need your help.
But you said the law forbids it.
It's me. He's our brother.
Antigone, our father died, a hated man. His eyes ripped out by his own hands. Our mother died. At once his mother and his wife. And our brothers died. Each killed by the other's sword. Must we pile pain upon pain? Go against what Creon orders? We are only women, Antigone. We cannot fight against men.
If you think that, then I don't need your help.
I'm afraid for you.
Don't be. I will bury my brother, and if I die, I will lie next to him in death, and he will love me as I love him.
So fiery. You should be cold with fear.
I'm only doing what I must.
Now, in the beautiful morning of victory, let Thebes sing for joy. With dancing hearts, say goodbye to war.
And fill our temples with praise. Our enemy, Polynices, let his hateful army forth.
But glorious Thebes has cut him down. Where are his soldiers now?
Now in the beautiful morning of victory, let Thebes sing for joy. With dancing hearts, say goodbye to war, and fill our temples with praise.
Gentlemen, I have called you today because I know I can rely on you. Your loyalty to King Laus was absolute. You were true to Oedipus when he was king, and when he died, you were just as true to his sons. Sadly, as you know, the king's sons are both killed in battle. As next in blood, I am king, and this is my first decree. Oedicles, who died as a man, shall die fighting for his country, has received full military honors. But Polynices, who aimed a sword at his native city, and the shrines of his father's gods will receive no burial. He will lie plain unburied, and the dogs and the vultures can do what they like. This is my decree. As I am king, no traitor will be honored.
Sir, I did not want to come.
We didn't want to tell you.
But if you heard from someone else, it would be worse.
Come to the point.
We didn't do it. We don't know who did.
You can't punish us for what someone else has done.
Out with it!
The body, dead Polynices. Someone has covered the body in earth.
Not a proper grave, no sign of digging, just a layer of dust over the body.
Just enough to give his spirit peace.
The ones who did this are the ones out against me, the ones who have always plotted against me. Gods, I swear by them and their thrones, the man who did this will pay a high price. Go, find that man and bring him to me. If not, you'll not just be killed, you'll be strung up alive. Go!
The world has countless wonders, but man is more wonderful than all.
His words,
His thoughts, his wisdom,
His laws, these shelter him from wind and snow.
from every wind but one.
death.
When laws are kept, how proud are his cities? When laws are broken, what cities can stand?
May the lawless never find shelter, in my home or in my heart.
What does this mean?
The king's daughter, Antigone, a princess?
Held as a prisoner.
We found who did it.
We caught her in the act. Where's Creon?
Back so soon.
We found the guilty one. Here she is.
Now judge her as you will.
We're done.
But this is Antigone.
I tell you, I saw it with my own eyes.
We swept the dirt from the body. The flesh is stinking by now. And we sat on the hill to keep watch.
There was a storm of dust and we couldn't see for a while.
But then when it was clear, there she was.
I've seen a mother bird shriek before. Come back to her broken nest and shriek for the little ones that are gone. This girl was like that. Crying to the heavens over the body and cursing the hands that killed him.
She didn't act scared, she didn't deny it, and she came without a fight.
Antigone, look at me. Is all of this true?
Yes.
You can go. Tell me this. Did you hear what I had said about this matter?
It was public. I couldn't help hearing.
So you dared to defy the law?
Not God's law. That final justice that resides in the heavens would make no such law.
You know I said the penalty is death.
I am mortal. I will die whether you command it. If I must die before my time, then this is not a hardship. It's better than to live how I do now with evil all around me. My death is unimportant. If I had left my brother lying in death unburied, then I would suffer.
Just like her father.
Stubborn.
She has never learned to yield.
She has sinned twice, by breaking the law and by boasting about it. Go and arrest Ismene. I accuse her equally. I can't let this go unpunished. If I did, which one of us is a man?
What punishment besides my death?
Nothing else. That's all I want.
So kill me. I'm tired of talking. All these men here would praise what I've done if their lips weren't frozen shut in fear. Kings are lucky. They say what they like.
No one here agrees with you.
They do. They're just too scared to say anything.
Even if it were so, you're the one who's guilty.
There's no guilt in honoring my brothers who died.
What about Oedicles? Wasn't he your brother too? He defended his country. Polynices betrayed it. You would give a traitor the same honor as a hero?
All the dead deserve respect.
The wicked along with the righteous.
Who's to say what the gods believe is wicked?
Two sisters scheming against my throne. Ismene, do you confess your part in this?
Yes.
No, she did nothing, nothing.
Antigone, do you refuse me? I have to be true to our brother as well. I will die with you.
One of these girls has lost her head, the other was crazy from the start.
I won't go on living without my sister.
You can already consider her dead.
But Creon, she was supposed to marry your son.
My son deserves better than an evil woman. Take them and guard them carefully. They're only women, yet they rush towards death when many brave men would run away from it.
Whoever has never tasted God's vengeance is lucky.
The anger of heaven can strike, and your household is shaken forever.
Damnation rises behind each child, like a wave from the black northeast.
Son, you've heard my judgment on the girl. Are you here to bring hate or the proper love and respect?
No. I'm your son. I obey. No marriage means more to me than your judgment.
Good. You can't lose your head to a woman. Soon enough, her beauty will fade and you will wake up as a witch for a wife. She can go find a husband in hell.
Father, you are right when we say we can lose our heads. The power to think is the God's greatest gift. You have your thinking, and I have mine. Yet other men have thoughts too. You don't know what the others are saying. Temper terrifies them, and they say what you want them to say. But I hear them mutter and whisper in the dark about this girl. They say no one has ever died so shamefully, so unfairly for her kindness. The most important thing is your success. When there is a flood, which trees survive? The ones that can bend. The ones that are stiff, unbending, those are the ones that break. Don't be stubborn. Don't believe you're the only one who can be right.
So you think a man my age should take lessons from a boy?
If I'm wrong. But if I am, why does my age matter?
Do you believe in anarchy?
Of course not.
Did she break the law or not?
The people don't think so.
So the people want to teach me how to rule.
Who's talking like a boy now?
I am the one who gives orders. But it seems you're ruled by a woman.
Are you a woman? My only concern is for you.
Listen to me. The girl must die.
Then she must. But she won't die alone.
What is that, a threat?
No threat.
By the gods, bring her out. Get the girl in here. She'll die before his eyes.
No! Not before my eyes. But look into my face. You will never see it again.
Gone, gone, Creon. A young man's rage is dangerous.
Let him do what he likes. He won't save those girls from death.
Girls?
Will you really kill them both?
No, you're right. The innocent one may live. But Antigone, far out in the wilderness, I'll lock her in a vault of stone. There she can pray to her hellish gods. Say if they can teach her a way out.
Aphrodite, the cruel goddess of love.
Look at the anger between father and son.
Families broken, cities ruined.
By the soft face of a girl.
Even the pure immortals can escape.
And mortals tremble before you.
And there she is, Antigone, heading towards her place of final sleep.
Here I am, at the edge of night, saying goodbye to the sun that will shine for me no more. Death is calling me to its cold shore, where there's no wedding song, no music.
But if you have done right, then surely in death you'll find your glory.
I'm cursed, not for this, but for all the horrors of my house. Mother and son in the marriage bed. Oedipus, father and brother. Your marriage strikes from the grave to kill mine. All my life, I've been a stranger in my own land. The sin of my birth has followed me.
You made the choice to do what you've done.
Your words are bitter to me. Even the sunlight itself is cold. Lead me to where there's neither love nor lamentation. No song, but silence.
Enough of this talk. Take her to the vault. She'll die in there. Or if she lives, it doesn't matter.
Elders of Thebes, look at me. The last generation from a long line of kings. See how I'm led away to death, and at whose hands? Because I would not defy God's law.
O child, child, no power in wealth or war or hardships blackened by the sea. None can prevail against uttering fate.
Tiresias, they say you have wise words for me.
Once more, Creon, you stand at the edge of fate.
What do you mean? Your words are a kind of dread.
Listen, Creon, I was sitting on my chair in the argery where the birds gather all around me. They were all flying and singing, and then I heard a strange note, a scream, a cry. They were flying, crashing, dying in a whirlwind of torn wings. It was a sign. I tell you this, Creon, you have brought to this disaster. Our hearts are stained with the sin of dogs and vultures fat from feasting upon Oedipus' son. The gods don't hear our prayers. Their birds are gorged with the thick blood of the dead. Give in, Creon. What glory is in killing the dead?
Tiresias, if your birds, if the great eagles of Zeus himself should carry him stinking bit by bit to heaven, I would not change my rule.
Then beware, Creon. You will pay back, corpse for corpse. If you let this be, your household will be full of weeping. Curses will fly at you from cities far and wide. Child, lead me home. Let him waste his anger on younger men.
The old man has gone, King, but his words stick in the mind.
Old as I am, I do not remember that he has ever been wrong.
It is true. It troubles me. It's hard to give in, but it's even worse to lose everything to stupid pride.
Do it then.
What can I do?
Quickly, free Antigone from her tomb and make instead a tomb for Polynices.
Is that what you all want?
Yes, Creon, and right away.
It is hard to deny the heart, but I can't deny against fate. Servants, bring axes. Come to the tomb. I buried her. I will set her free. The gods are mighty, and a man must serve them to his last day of life.
God of many names,
Thunder,
torches, vines of the mountains,
Nymphs of the dancing springs,
a plague is among us.
fire, purest of the voices in the night.
Lace for us, God of many names.
Men of Thebes! Destiny raises up and casts down the lucky and unlucky. No man knows his fate. Take Creon, he was happy once, strong in battle, secure in his throne, father of children nobly born, and now it is all gone. Can you still say a man is alive when his life's joy is gone? In spirit he is dead, a walking corpse.
You tell us there is sorrow, but why? What happened?
Haman, the king's son, is dead, killed by his own hand.
Killed? By his father or himself?
I'll tell you all that I have seen. I went with Creon to the field where Polynices' body lay. We made our prayers, bathed the body in holy water, built a fire to burn what was left. Next we ran to Antigone's vault to set her free. In the corner of her cave we saw her lying. She had made a noose out of her fine linen veil and hanged herself. Next to her lay Haman, his arms around her, crying out that his father had stolen from him his greatest love. When Creon saw him, the tears rushed to his eyes. He ran to comfort his child, but Haman took out a sword. Creon drew back, and Haman stabbed not his father, but himself. As he died, he held Antigone close in his arms, his blood bright red on her white cheek. Now he lies dead with the dead, and she is his at last, his bride in the place where the dead go.
Here is the king. Look at him, carrying his own damnation.
Nothing, you say, can touch me anymore. My own blind heart brought me from darkness to final darkness. Haman, my son, so young to die. I was the fool, not you, and you died for me. God has crushed me underneath the hugest weight of heaven, destroying everything I held most dear.
I'm sorry that I must add to that crushing weight. Your wife, the queen, is dead.
Is there no pity for me? I was dead, and your words were death again. Is it true?
She stood before the altar, and her breast welcomed the knife. In one breath she cried for her son Haman. With her last breath, she cursed the one who killed him, Creon.
Are there no swords here? None for me? Let death be kind and come quickly. I don't wish to see the sun again.
Don't pray again. Heaven won't listen.
Lead me away. I've killed my son and my wife. For me, there is no comfort. My hands kill whatever they touch. All my pride is shadows and dust.
There is no wisdom but to submit to the gods.
Without wisdom, no happiness. Those who are proud will soon be punished.
Then, maybe they'll learn.